Too slow. Behold! The wind rises. Quick fall.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, perhaps if you had... So what are you planning to do now? Although I must profess to being curious.
Us?
Don't worry.
The ocean breeze.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to...
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing in Prime. Oh, good idea. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to... Okay, then we...
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, I'm glad to see...
You're not...
I assume you're although, no matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who...
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their...
But...
Any organization... Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine. As for Filial, Nantoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little...
But...
Ah, you seem concerned. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Claire V in the meantime, if their efforts are unsuccessful, of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all I asked you to. Well, time to go.
Too slow. Behold! Quit following me. Upon the gale.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't...
It is only right that an esteemed... Although, if I may speak plain, I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this...
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense...
I heard you have a certain a family as someone who, of course, objectively speak, not all river...
Did...
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sit...
It may have been tainted at one point in time.
I seem to recall that...
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will and, unless absolutely necessary...
I presume I can...
Tartu, of course, if...
You choose your words...
My thanks for your Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water.
Indeed.
All right, Traveler Paimon.
Too slow. Quit following me. The wind rises. Too slow.
are you talking about? Paimon only heard you.
You really want to know?
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything. Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling the... Well, let me make it up to you at least.
Oh, you don't have to give us.
Please. It's my fault. Really.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with Mora, it's just...
I'll take 3 papers.
Oh! If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to
It appears you two are... That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious.
Wait.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for...
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Wonderful. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation.
Okay. Sounds normal enough.
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Need to end a few... The wind rises. Quit following me. Huh.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by No one comes here anymore. No, it was before...
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her. Clairvy was happy here.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over. Crucibina came up with... It's difficult. They would be handed...
So those were the experiments Clairvy... You said that Clairvy...
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. Clairvy did try... Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate. Her cold-blooded nature, despite their difference, there may have been even with her body.
Oh no.
Her hopelessness resulted. It was during this Clairvy rejected. Clairvy never, if she couldn't escape, and precisely. It happened during a duel. From that moment on, it was the very result. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess.
Kusabina, you mean? But
Correct. This is the place where Peruware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill them the moment she acted. Any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. Peruware won the battle.
so the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along.
I left that name behind after I defeated Kusabina, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah, based on...
I suppose you could call her an illusion. You see, a certain, of course. Clairvy died when she... Memory is it.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were...
Perhaps I should...
So if all of that...
Indeed. But other times, she would hide. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a...
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gun, but it's... So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Phil. I hope you understand. The difference between Kusabina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our...
Is this really what you...
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes... Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit...
Here they are, Father.
Ah, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like... Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped by us, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you...
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settled.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are—
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz. Why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who... Sato added, I'm sick of this life. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressing?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filiol. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filiol, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life.
Why?
That's enough, Filiol. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. I'm sorry, Chaplot. Faults.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Heart.
All those who betray the house.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Lynn?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filiol and the others did. We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filiol and the others may uphold the rules. So please, Father.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please. Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order, once given, cannot be... However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we...
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the House will not be altered. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a
Wait.
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Linny.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. So...
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help.
What's wrong? Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at... All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less.
Here comes the catch.
Is it my turn now?
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Allow me!
And voila!
my turn now. Closer now. Is it my turn now?
Over here!
Now that's more like it.
Trust and rebuild! Let's move up.
With the fall left arc, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Riptide!
These are about to get...
And voila!
Look at you. Trapped like a bunch of helpless ants.
Permanence of the deep!
With these rising flames.
Father's even stronger than I expected.
Is it my turn now? Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all. Closer now.
Brace yourself!
My
This is gonna
blade
hurt.
is all that remains.
Now's our chance!
Over here!
But the truth is still unknown.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
Your punishment made manifest.
This is getting interesting. Wind rises. Surprise!
Take it easy. Quietly now.
Nope. Now's our chance!
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. You struggle in vain.
Busted.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
Hold the line!
Let's see how strong your resolve truly is.
You can run! Ow! I have...
Who's next?
Now's your chance!
Over here!
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know. No!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me. I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Brother, are you all right?
Linny, given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safety.
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for.
Wonderful. Then, in just a...
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of... If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything. In other words, administering this concoction will kill... Memory is...
So, you're just letting us...
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die. And our
Even so, I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to wait.
Of course.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life...
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar, I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will... Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope...
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? Wait, did I?
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she said huh? That's it? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. Can you tell me about it? I want—
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. Later on, you tried to run away. Still, but you called up. You tried everything for the last 16.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling real, but somehow, I still think I understand. If I could do it all over again—
Is that so? But as the head, it's something I discussed. Of course, I won't simply hand free.
That's more than enough. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside—
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places.
Really? Of course! You know, playing the lute— if I had some— It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, she probably— The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were— Oh no! Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around. How'd you do that? Come on, tell me! Okay.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. And Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Paraware. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon.
I also have certain sentiments left. I wanted to tell, but a shadow's whatever regrets.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go.
Father, the bottled flames have...
And you?
Lynette and Fremine feel the same way.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow it, I must admit.
I just... never...
You're brave. You would do anything to protect them.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone, I'm not deserving of that.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be We may have different ideas, even without that strength.
Father.
No one knows what If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions.
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. The road ahead is not an easy one.
You've done so much for me, Father. Protecting my family at all costs.
Then you're welcome to stay. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth at present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go As for the two of you, no matter how arduous the journey ahead.
I got a new letter from them.
Get out! By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better. What about you?
I knew you'd come out of... Oh, Linny and the other members have...
I see.
I'm glad Father came...
Wait, what?
Crucibina... When I joined, though, a couple of months...
Father took in...
The last time you...
She said she didn't... The foundation of... And that's what Father...
But I still think if Father hadn't taken over that...
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us, but... If we may have argued...
Whether the path... So I wanted to...
Oh, we didn't do anything.
Of course.
I actually saw they didn't recognize. They seemed...
Who is it?
Venger, it's... We've worked together all... And when has... I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation.
You're right.
So,
No.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become...
Someone paid off the tabloids to publish this... It seems you're...
What sort?
Yesterday.
Here. I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, relying on its close...
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes.
Yeah,
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon.
That's right. The court of public...
But that was so long...
In the world of fact, they claim that most of your clientele...
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, maybe your clientele, but with the way this...
Venger...
But I'm no longer that. I'd be perfectly happy. Let me offer you...
You're free to wait there. Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Well, fair enough.
Understood.
So
without the accessory. Public opinion.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that
You too! Whoever wrote that article, Miss Chiori doesn't
That's great! With you...
It's my pleasure. She was the one who made... Speaking of Miss
she was?
If you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engage.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before. Really? How was it? The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure.
Oh no, we've... Did you hear what all...
Miss Chiori, it's also true.
Oh, this is a... Wait a second.
That would only make this...
You've got a point.
This is Miss
Oh, you were...
Oh, no. Ah, so you...
Yeah, you... My fiancé, he probably know.
And then?
And then, some...
But didn't she...
Yes, she heard me out.
Well, that's...
It is good.
Ah, what?
Well, see, he's seen a lot...
Huh? So wait.
Yeah.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your...
Huh?
I think it'd go a long...
Hey, Ayla!
Huh?
Well, we were...
Oh, I remember. In that case, why don't we split up?
All right, sounds good.
Take it easy.
Squall Fury.
There you are, Chiori.
Uh-huh.
She did.
Wanna sit here with me? The view's quite stunning. Don't worry.
All right, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty...
Right? It's quiet and open.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up. I would get together with...
Whoa, Paimon would...
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say...
You were that...
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. On top of that... Anyway...
No wonder you...
I was angry and frustrated.
Well, that's a great dream.
After that, I had a lot of fun I had a... Of course, as I spent... Oh, yeah. She did. Who would have thought? Alright. That...
Ooh, looks like you...
Back? It was never gone to begin with.
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Charlotte's already working on an...
I don't like duking it out. I know where Uter...
Sounds good. As for
Huh?
but...
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out. To tell you the truth, even here and thinking about all that... The sea.
Got...
Come,